All right, welcome back. Christopher Cook is here with us again because yesterday we talked all things insurance and we talked about homeowners insurance and flood insurance and earthquake insurance and auto, and we just had a flood of questions, all puns intended. Okay, so Christopher Cook with Alliance Insurance back again. This person is asking, will filing a roof claim make your premium increase?
You know, unfortunately, Tanya, a lot of times filing a claim does cause your premium to increase on your homeowner's policy. Essentially, insurance carriers know that there's a higher likelihood of an additional claim following in the next 5 years after you filed a claim. So mathematically, the rates do increase, yes.
Okay. This person, if that happens and your premium increases, do you stay with that same company or do you try and shop around for better insurance because you made a claim?
You know, that's a personal choice. I see it both ways. Sometimes a carrier's paid $10,000 for a new roof for you, and their premium went up $100. I don't know. It seems like a fair trade to me, but it is $100, and it's worth having a conversation about. I think it depends on how you were treated and what your relationship with the carrier or the agent is.
And that is a big thing. Some people don't know who their agent or carrier is, and other people have had a couple of issues and know who their carrier is really well.
Right.
All right, so this next question is, what insurance should I have on my mobile home at the beach?
Well, fortunately in North Carolina, a mobile home policy is pretty comprehensive. So you can buy a specific policy called a mobile home policy, and it actually offers wind and flood coverage if you can get a true mobile home policy. There's only a few carriers that ride at the coast because the risk is so high. But it's much like a homeowner's policy. It's just called a mobile home policy.
Okay, and this person is saying, I'm about to pay my car off. When I do, is it worth it for me to have collision or not?
Yeah, I don't know the value of the car. You know, I use a couple of different rules of thumb. Anything over 10 years old, it's time to start considering, is it time to drop the collision insurance? Because whatever you're paying in collision, which is typically $30, $40 a month, so $300, $400 a year, if the car's total loss, you're only going to get the value of the car. If you've got a car worth $2,000, I probably wouldn't carry collision on it. But 10 years old seems to be sort of a threshold, or just, you know, whatever you're comfortable taking a risk on. If you've got a $5,000 vehicle and you don't want to pay $400 a year to pass that risk to the insurance carrier, then that's a personal decision. But you're just passing risk at that point.
And collision is when you are actually in an accident with someone and there's damage to your car and it's paying for your repairs.
That's right. Yeah, you have collided with something. That's correct. And we're fixing your car.
And even if someone collided with you, does that come into play, or is that going to be their insurance if they have insurance?
You know, that's an amazing question. I'm glad you asked it. Collision insurance can come into play when somebody else collides with you, because if that person doesn't have insurance or that person leaves and we don't know who hit you, unfortunately numerous times I get a phone call, hey, I had someone hit me in a parking lot, they're gone, my car's damaged. Okay, we'll file a collision claim. If there's no collision coverage in place, then you're up the proverbial creek, and that really stinks, and that's a frustrating moment in life.
This person is asking, does the amount of horsepower your car has have an impact on the insurance you'll pay?
Yes. A lot of things are taken into account. If the speed of that car is likely to create more damage at time of wreck, then the premiums are going to go up. Insurance, that we've talked about a few times, the higher the risk, the higher the premium. A Dodge Challenger that has a turbocharger in it that can really fly is a little more expensive to insure than a Honda Accord with a 4-cylinder.
Gotcha. But that whole thing about you have a red car, that does not cost you any more on insurance.
No, red cars aren't any more expensive to repair, and they don't get in any more accidents.
And I don't mind you repeating yourself from yesterday. Women don't pay higher insurance.
Women do not pay higher insurance premiums. Poor drivers pay higher insurance premiums. And I've been accused of being a poor driver before, so I won't lump anybody into a
smart man
bucket.
Smart man. Okay. This next question is, why do you need to pay liability insurance if your car is in storage?
You know, in North Carolina, insurance is required on an active license plate. And so the DMV, only way they know how to track whether you have insurance or not is by tracking if you have an active license plate, then you have to have insurance. And that's how we track that. Totally your choice. If you want to store your car, take the license plate off and drop the insurance, totally up to you. Understand that no property insurance policy, no homeowner's policy or building insurance policy covers vehicles intended for road use if they're damaged. So a house burns down, fire or a storage building burns down, you don't have coverage for your car and it's just gone. So you need comprehensive at least. And if you don't want to pay for liability, turn your tag in.
Okay. This person is saying, if you're renting a house, do you have to take insurance out on your furniture?
That's up to you and the landlord. You're not required to do that. I would strongly encourage you to do that. How many times do we come on air, Tanya, and say, hey, the Red Cross is taking donations because this family was burned out and they have no clothes, no furniture, nothing to replace it with. $100 a year insurance policy will replace all your belongings.
Yep, that's huge. Does a married couple have to apply for the Affordable Care Act together?
Yes.
Ooh, good to know. Did not know that that was going to be the answer there. All right. All right, we're wrapping things up here. We want to make sure that you know that you can find the answers to the healthcare questions as well as the auto insurance and home questions in the Two Wants to Know section. We'll be posting all of the videos that we did today as well as the ones from yesterday. Thank you for double time, Christopher Cook. We appreciate it.
I enjoyed being here, and thank you so much for inviting me. I hope everybody has a great weekend going into Thanksgiving week next week.
Yeah, everybody be safe, and if you need to look at your insurance policy, you should do that.